Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Mohammed. We continue our training with the Elastic Certified Observability Engineering exam, and today we will discuss a new point in our topic, which is we will see how to configure the custom log integration to use an ingest pipeline. Right. So to achieve this point, we have multiple steps. The first one is we define a file, right, and we give it a name in our machine. And here I use weblogs as an example. The second one is we add a custom log integration in our policy or in our agent. And the third point is define an ingest pipeline. And lastly, we will edit our integration and add the ingest pipeline. Like we edit our integration to use the ingest pipeline that we have defined. With that being said, let's jump to our environment and follow step by step. First thing first, so we come here to our fleet server and here to our policy and here click add integration. So you come from here, or as we saw previously, how to go to directly to integration from here and you add it. So here you look for custom logs, you find it here. So you click on add the custom logs. If you don't have an idea, so you can read the details of the custom logs here, and you will get an idea what this will do. Here we go and copy paste the log path. So it will be like this, right? So now we will not do anything. We will not add the ingest pipeline. So we keep it as it is so far, and we save and continue. So give it a few seconds to refresh and save the new configuration or the new integration of the agents. Here we go. Yes. A second, let me just go back. And from here, fleet. What happened? Let's see the fleet server. Okay, didn't. Give me 1 second. Let's do it again. So it's custom logs, we have it here. Here we give the path. Here we give the name, right? Here the fleet server policy. Yes. Yes. So perfect. So it's refresh here. I don't know what happened in the first time, but here, as you can see, our integration is added here. So if we go now again to the fleet and we click on our agents, we can see log demo here. And if we click on input, so we can see what's happening here. The same if we go to discover. Here we go. If we search here for log file path, you add it here, and if you go here, you will see the log. So if you open, you will find the log, right? Let me see. Do we open this one? Yes, this one, and yes, this one as well. Perfect. So here we have the log. So as it is here. So this is our log. Perfect. Now we will define the ingest pipeline. Let's move to the second part, which is defining an ingest pipeline and test it, validate it, and after that we use it with our custom log integration, right? So we will define our ingest pipeline now. Look now, if we go to our documents, which is this one, this is the message. This is the field. How it is. So we want to extract some informations, right? So we want to extract, for example, here the client IP and the name. Okay. So the first thing that you have to know is which parser you want to use, right? We saw last time in ingest pipeline Elasticsearch. Let's go to the documentations. We saw a lot of processors. So here, so you need to get comfortable, not all of them, but at least for the exam, you have to be comfortable with these parsers. Okay. or processors. So you have to be comfortable with them. For us, me for example, when I see this log, I can use a grok parser, right? So if we go here and search for grok, click here, and this is a grok processor. So here in the grok processor, you will get definition and how it works, and at the end you will find an examples, right? So a few examples here, how to define, how to use the grok processor. For me, we said we have this ID, so let's go together to the stack management ingest pipeline. Let's create a new ingest pipeline. We give it a name, demo ingest pipeline, right? So this is the name. Now with the processors. So you click on add the processor, and here it gives you the list of the processors. So if you type grok, you will get the grok. So grok, if you read the documentation or like how it works, we have to give a field, right? And in our case, we have this field, which is message. Here's the full log that we want to parse. So here in the definition, so here it's a grok, and the field should be message like this, right? And here we have our pattern, right? So if you go to the documentation, you will find a few examples how, for example, if we want to extract an IP address, this is how we extract it. So here, this is the example, this is the IP address, this is the method, this is the request, and this is, I don't know, byte, as it said here. So here we have IP. So let's try to extract the IP address from message. So how we do? So here I copy paste IP client from the documentation. Another point that you have to be careful is the version of the documentation, since we are in 8.8. Generally in ingest is the same. Sorry, but we have to make sure that we are using the correct. So as you can see in the example, they are using a command line, or they are using DSL queries to do that. So we are using the user interface. So it's basically the same thing. So this is the IP, or this is the pattern. So we want to extract just the IP address of the client, right? So we click add. Here it's added. Now let's test our pipeline. So you can copy paste the document directly from here, or what you can do is, as we did, or we already have a document, so we can extract the index or copy the index from here, right? And we copy the ID of the document also from here. So we copy paste. So here, if you click add, it will bring the documents. This will copy it from here, the JSON file, the JSON format. So it's copy this JSON format and paste it here for you, right? Now, if we want to simulate, or if we want to test our pipeline, so we click on run, and here we go. As you can see, if we face any error here, it will say, look, you have an error here, but in our case it works, and this is the message, or this is our message, and we extract the field and we call it client. Let's change the name to client_IP. Let's do it from here. We go to grok. So let's do this like this. Let's make more sense. If we want to simulate on the same documents, then you click just here and you run the pipeline. And if you go back or all the way down, you will find the IP here, right? Now let's extract the name of the user as well. So like if you read the documentation of a grok, so this is like we have to extract one by one. So we extract this one. If we want to jump directly to the name, which is here John, we cannot do it. Like we have also to extract this dash first. Like let's say this is an ID and we don't have an ID here, right? So what we can do, I will go here. Sorry, not here. I will go here. I will close and go to the grok pipeline as well. Let's now make a problem. Let's say we call it, I don't know, like this, just like this. So if we run, So this we have an error, right? If we want to run, or if we, so this is generating an error, like we don't have this type, right? So this is one of the problems. So if we said like this IP host, for example, so it's the same. Let's now add the other one second. Let's add the other thing. So here I will go like this, and here if it is ID or something like whatever, like the value, you can put data here, like as a type. Here we know type is IP, we put IP. Here it's just a dash, then we will call it data. So let's we name it also, or we change, let's say it's client ID, like this, client ID. If we update, right, and we simulate on the same on the same file, so it's the pipeline run successfully. So we have the client IP, and also we have client ID, right? So now let's extract the client name. So I will do the same. So percentage of this time, since it is a string, we call it word, right? And we call it client, like this, client name, right? Let's update and let's simulate our pipeline and see. Here we go. So we have a client IP and we have a client name, right? So here both are working, right? So the client ID is somewhere. So here we have the client ID, the client IP, right? So now it makes sense. Now let's add it to our custom integration, right? So let's add it to our custom integration. After we test our Grok processor and our ingest pipeline here, it's working fine, right? We have a green, everything is good. Now what we can do is, or what we want to do to answer this request, is adding this ingest pipeline to the custom log integration, right? So what we do is we come here to the fleet, we come to our agent, right? We choose it, and here we have custom logs, we edit it, and if we click here on add the default, right? Let's see, perfect. So we click advanced, right? So here we have a processor, and here we have add custom pipeline. Click, perfect. So here we have our or it redirects us to the custom pipeline. So we do the same work we did previously. So Grok field is message, and the pattern is this pattern, right? You click sorry, add. So if we want to do the test again, then you can do it here, but it's the same. You save, and here we go. So yep. So here our log file. This is some other configuration, but here this the important. So our ingest pipeline is here. So if you want to modify, then you click just here to modify your ingest pipeline. Right, let's save the change, and the change will be applied automatically on our agents, right? Perfect. Now we have our ingest or custom log integration. Here we go. Here is updated. Now let's go back to our document here, and let's add a line or two, or let's add some lines for the document, and we see if we did applied on our agent. So we save, we go to, not to here, let's go to discover. Right, it's perfect. So here we go. We have this document. Seems to be new. Yes, this one. This is the log file path. Is correct. If we go down, we find our message here, right? And now if the ingest pipeline works fine, then we will be able to find the information. So as you can see here, client IP 203.0.113.1135, and the name is here, right? Which is not the case in the previous example. Let me just filter. I will add more time. I would say maybe last 1 hour, or I will add more. Yeah, here we go. So this is the newest one. So here, if I open this example, I find here the IP and here the other details, but you cannot find them here. The informations like the IP and the name. And here, in this case, we can find it. So we extract the we extract the name of our client and the IP of our client, right? With that being said, I hope you like the video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question, and we'll see you in the next video.